What's something only kids who grew up poor would understand? The panic you feel when friends suggest going somewhere that costs money, even if it's just $5, because you know your parents will say no and you'll have to make up an excuse about why you can't go. I got really good at pretending I was sick or had other plans whenever classmates wanted to go to movies, bowling, or even McDonald's because admitting we couldn't afford it felt more embarrassing than lying. The worst part was watching other kids casually ask their parents for money and getting it without any drama. While I knew that asking for $5 would trigger a conversation about bills and groceries that would make my mom cry, I learned to decline invitations before they were even fully offered, saying things like, "I'm probably busy that day," before anyone could mention the cost, because it was easier than explaining why a Happy Meal was a luxury we couldn't afford. Years later in college, my roommate complained about being broke because she only had $40 in her checking account, and I realized that her version of poor was having more money than my family usually had for an entire week. The hardest lesson was understanding that friendship sometimes costs money, and when you don't have money, you miss out on the small moments that build relationships, leaving you isolated not because people don't like you, but because you can't afford to be included.